that I'm talking about.
Hello all you beautiful freaks and geeks. Salute, Squiggly Army. That voice in your head is OriginalYank and the Stream Goblin, welcoming you back to the channel, welcoming you back to the streams, welcoming you just back to life in general. I apologize. Everything's kind of wonky and squiggly and everything maybe even looks and sounds a little weird. The reason is I moved my studio from one place to another place, and I had to change the spot where everything was, so I'm not completely set up and straightened out here yet. I hope you bear with me until everything kind of works the way it's supposed to. Let me just get everything set up here. There we go. So yeah, I figured I'd come back with a little bit of Microsoft Flight 2020, because let me tell you a funny story. Before we even get into the sim, I have a lot of cool stuff to show you, because if you did not know, OriginalYank is actually a flight simulating geek. All right, I have so many hours in flight simulators, it's not even fun. Well, it is fun. I guess that's why I have so many hours in flight simulators. And I have many fun stories to tell, tons of geeking out to do. So if you are interested in flight sims, this might be fun. If you're not interested in flight sims, this might be fun anyway, because, you know, we might crash and die. It's not like I'm a pilot. It's not like I'm a plane pilot. I don't know how to fly actual planes. All right, so it's gonna be how it's gonna be, and I'm gonna use the limited knowledge that I have to try to, you know, make some fun stuff, and I'll take you along on the ride. Now this evening, I'm doing something specific, okay? And I'm gonna show you everything, how I set it up, how I get everything ready. But I'm using an app. It's actually an add-on for Microsoft Flight 2020 called NeoFly, and I've been tinkering around and playing with it a little bit. And basically, what it does is it changes. This is on PC. I don't think this is on the Xbox version of the game. But what it does is it changes the flying of the planes from just basically flying around in planes to actually having to do something. So like there's cargo missions, there's passenger missions, there's kind of clandestine operational drops, there's landing on medical supplies into weird places. But I'll show you how all of it works as soon as we get in there. I just wanted to let you know that like we were actually going to attempt this evening to do something functional and intelligent. All right, the Stream Goblin is here. I'm not sure if you can hear him, but he's here. He might actually tear down the whole set, because everything's just kind of hanging up right now, like by duct tape alone. So maybe the Stream Goblin will show up sooner rather than later. But let's just go ahead and get in the sim, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, because you know that's what I'm talking about. Elysium, welcome. The stewardess, you're out of peanuts and alcohol. Oh, I'm sorry. Your pilot's not out of alcohol, so this is going to be fine. Welcome, Elysium. It's good to see you. It's really good to see you back, and thank you for being alive in the Discord channel. Also, it's fun to talk to you squigglies in the Discord and keep things up and running. And if you're watching right now and you're actually not involved in the Discord, just make a user on Discord just so you can join the Discord, because it's way easier for me to stay in touch with you guys, especially now that there's like a second underage member of the Yankster clan who has spawned into the world, and I'm leveling up 2 characters now instead of 1 in life, like capital L life. So it's easier for me to stay in touch with you on Discord during this perhaps slightly turbulent period. But let's look at what I think you're seeing, what I'm seeing on the screen right now. So in the front window, you'll see NeoFly 1.2. In the window behind it is the actual game, Microsoft Flight. And let me know also if you have any trouble hearing like me or the game or anything, because I've gone back to a different software due to all kinds of crazy issues. So let me know if there's anything weird with the levels, and I'll try to straighten it out. But having said that, this is what NeoFly looks like. Now I'm going to show you Microsoft Flight in a minute, but first I need to show you NeoFly, because this is the add-on. You go onto, if you go, here it is right here, NeoFly. Neofly.net. On their website, you can download the add-on, and it just basically, that's actually one of the easier add-ons I've had on a sim ever, because you don't have to download any extra services or any servers or anything like that to get running on your computer. Somehow magically, it just, you open it up and it just recognizes your copy of not X-Plane. I'll talk about X-Plane in a minute. Your copy of Microsoft Flight, and it just goes. It just hooks up, and what happens is, so here basically is my pilot page. All right, of course, my pilot call sign is naturally Original Yank because what else would it be? You know what I'm saying? And in this situation, you get XP. You rank up, so like second officer, first officer. I don't remember the name of the ranks, but whatever they are, they're great. And then balance, because you see the thing is, you get money, guys. You get money for flying these missions. So this is the cool part about it. It literally turns the sim into a game. All right, so you can have that whole world of Microsoft Flight 2020. All right, that whole sim world, but also actually have a job. So to me, it's revolutionary. Of course, you could also just hop into GTA 5 and steal a plane, but it's not a flight sim. So what you do basically is, now let me see where my plane is. This is Western Norway, where we're currently hanging out, because that's where I'm most familiar. That's where I've flown around in flight sims for the past 10 years. And also it's where I mainly reside. So this is where we're going to be flying around today. I hope you enjoy it. If you're not from here, if you're from here, I hope you're going to enjoy it anyway. It looks really good from the air. So what we basically do is, the last mission I did, because I did a couple missions, I needed to rank up because I really need to get to single engine turboprops, because I'm really working on a specific plane that I want to fly, and it's a single engine turboprop, and I need 30 grand to buy it. So there's basically the job I'm doing to try to get to that level. I need to get on that level. So basically you just fly around. Now the cool thing about this game add-on, if you will, is that it works like in life. So it tracks where I fly all my missions, and it knows that my aircraft, all right, whichever aircraft that may be, is located at this airport, Stavanger, Sola, right? So it knows. So if I boot into the game in Bergen or at Stord or anywhere else, if I boot into the game anywhere else, it'll be like, would you like to pay a lot of money to fly there? Or, because you actually have to pay in-game currency to have your plane transported to another airfield, or you just fly there. Like there's literally a transit mission where you go up in the air and you fly to the place. So it's kind of a real-time thing, so you can't just spawn in anywhere. And I actually kind of like that, because I'll show you what I mean. What is Stavanger Sola? Hold on. Let me just... Sola. I gotta check the ICAO code. ENZV. Okay, so I gotta search for missions near ENZV, which is the ICAO code for Stavanger, and it'll bring up all these missions around where I am, right? If you're wondering, I just tabbed out of that window to go into the flight sim and check the ICAO code for the airport. See, here they are, boom, all missions everywhere, all over the place. See what I'm saying? So these up and down the coast, and it's great. So let's get started. Let's figure something out. Now I can't fly all of these. Some of them are actually completely grayed out because I don't have the clearance or the rating, if you will, to fly them. Others also are a little on the crazy side. They're asking me to bring 4,000 pounds, 26 passengers to Bergen. I can currently only fly the Cessna 172. And that, I'm pretty sure that does not seat 26 people, so I can't do that one either. But what I can do is fly some mail. What's the most... Ooh, wait, what's this? Oh, okay, cool. Touchdown. This is like a sensitive cargo mission, so my touchdown has to have less than negative 10 feet per minute touchdown velocity, if you will. And it gives you a lot of money, so I'm going to definitely pick that one. All right, so we're going to fly from Stavanger to Bergen. 550 pounds of cargo, fly, right? So we're just going to leave this for a second, and then we're going to go into the flight sim. So we're going to leave this for, that would be, can you hear the stream goblin back there? This is going to be a fun night, people. It's going to be a fun night. All right, let's see. So we're going to go into the flight sim, and we're going to depart from was it ZV? Yes, that's it. Echo November Zulu Venus. I don't remember the V. I'm gonna have to get my code up and running. I don't remember. I haven't used it in years. Let's see. Zoom to details. So what the thing is, when you do this, when you start the game, you have to start it on parking. So you can't start on the runway, start it up. You have to actually, for it to connect properly to the simulator, the game, or the add-on, you have to be parked. And that's cool. We can do that. So what we're gonna do is, let's be clever here. So The wind is 11 knots at 125, so that means it's coming from the southeast, right? So it's coming from here. So we actually want to take off from here, runway 11. So hopefully if we park at ramp 73, they might give us clearance to runway 11. That would be cool. And all this wind stuff, that's just my brain. I'm not a pilot, right? This is the thing. This is a big disclaimer. Captain Yank is like, did you ever see that movie Catch Me If You Can with Leo DiCaprio? That is Captain Yank right now in this situation, all right? I'm literally doing this on prior flight sim experience and absolute just feeling and sense of insanity. All right, need to get hooked up here. So we're gonna start on the parking ramp there. We're gonna arrive into Bergen. And I guess we can try to arrive, because Bergen only has 2 runways. Not 1 runway, I'm sorry. Runway 17 and runway 35, not 25. So we're gonna try to land. Oh, there's almost no wind up there. All right, that's cool. So we'll just do that. We're gonna fly not VFR. Now this is a flight sim thing, all right? Or actually it's an aviation thing. VFR means visual, all right? Visual flight. So that means I won't be worrying about, well, I will be worrying about air traffic control, but not so much about programming your route, your autopilot. You're not filing a specific kind of flight plan where you want to go from radio tower to radio tower. Instrument flight, that's basically a flight plan where you follow guides that exist in the world and you get guided. And I want to do that today because I just generally want to do that. I also want to switch from automatic approach to ILS 17 because I've had trouble, and if you are a flight simmer, let me know, but I've actually had problems with the automatic approach. ATC, when I arrive at an airport, if it's on automatic here, ATC will like route me around and around and around and around for hours, and I just won't be able to land. So I just basically, you know, defy ATC and land anyway. Because it's a flight sim, right? It's not real life. Okay, so this is our route, which is cool. We do not want to be flying in the middle of the night, so we're going to turn off live weather. We're going to go midday, roughly, somewhere around there. Now the wind will be different, of course, because it's going to be in the middle of the day. And so flight conditions are good. No, it's actually the same. Cool. I'm going to go into my nav log. 6,000 feet is a decent cruise altitude for this poor Cessna 172 Skyhawk that I'm pushing to the limit just so I can get into a new plane. 6,000 feet cruise sounds good. And ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. Well, we're not doing that yet, but don't fasten your seatbelts. Just go to the airport. Go to the airport. We're leaving. All right. Now, fly. I think we're set up. If I forgot something, I forgot something. We'll figure it out in a minute. This simulator is glorious. It's beautiful. It looks so good. On the potato, I mean, I don't even know what's going to happen the day the VIPPS-BAUSZ hook us up. Like, the VIPPS-BAUSZ are like the tech gods, right? Because once you get enough money from the VIPPS-BAUSZ, right? And you can become a VIPPS-BAUSZ if you want, if you're located in Norway. The VIPPS-BAUSZ endow us, if you will, with enough money to buy a 3000 series graphics card for this thing. Whew, that's what I'm talking about. I don't even know what it's going to be like. Because right now it is a little squiggly. I do have the settings maybe slightly higher than I should because I would like the game to be beautiful. But I don't know. I can't even imagine what this thing sucker is going to look like on a 3000 series graphic card, which I want. I definitely want a RTX series 3000 series graphics card. All right, we're almost there. This game loads so much faster now. The sim. I'm calling it a game now. Now that there's an add-on for it, it's a game. It loads so much quicker now than it was before, which I like. We got that going for us, which is nice. Stewardess, Elysium says the stewardess. Stewardess will be around shortly. After serving your captain. I also have a couple of, nice squiggly little pieces of equipment actually from my old flight sim setup laying around if you would like to know what kind of gear I'm using and what kind of apps I'm using, because I'm actually using my iPad for instruments. So I actually have instruments on my iPad that I can follow along with in the app. That just kind of help me visually, give me a little more situational awareness. All right, we're here. We're ready to fly. Of course, we're ready to fly. We're always ready to fly in the Squiggly Army. All right, turn on my flashlight. So when you spawn in, the plane is off. Everything's good. We're now going to go back to. Hold on, I just lost audio here. That's no good. And I think it's my OBS that did it. Damn OBS. What a bummer. Hold on. My OBS just lost all audio. That can happen. It can happen. You're not experiencing it, but I am. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a technical difficulty screen real quick, and we're going to restart. All right, Squigglies, that brought back my screen. I hope it brought back my audio. I hope it brought you back. All right, looks like we're back. Beautiful. Sweet. We're back. Pardon me. Sorry about that. This is why I switched software, and now I'm going to switch software again after this damn stream, because it just takes a crap every once in a while. Anyway, the plane is off. So what we're going to do is we're going to tab back to NeoFly, because everything's ready now, right? So we're going to connect and fly. Now it's going to scan the sim, and it's going to check and see what's going on. So everything is ready here except for motor on. And it says right here, it says, there's the mission log and the mission briefing is ready to go. So we got to turn the motor on. We actually have to get up to payload a little bit. So let's do a little bit of simple math. We don't have enough payload, because what you have to do is you got to, in the actual sim, you have to put the correct amount of a weight into the aircraft. And I'll show you how to do that in 1 second. As soon as I grab my calculator, we're going to do 550. And I could do this in my head, but I'm on stream, so I don't feel like taking 1 second extra to do it. Minus 340. So we're shy 210 pounds. We can do that. We're shy 210 pounds. Let's get into the sim. Boom. And we're going to change our weight here. We're going to add 210 pounds to our cargo. Not 2,000. 210. There you go. Holy crap. All right, that's what we need. 210 pounds. And then you could hear, I don't know if you could hear that, but that was an actual yes and beyond. That's exactly what we were about to go to, infinity and beyond, before we even started the damn engines. But I don't know if you heard that, but that voice was actually not from this game, the sim. The voice was actually from the add-on, saying it was awaiting. What does it say here? See? Waiting for aircraft on, right? So it says, see how it says the motor is off? We actually now have to go through and turn on the aircraft to get started. Now, what you can do here is there are different checklists for different aircraft. For the 172 and the 152, which are basically the learner aircraft in this sim, the checklists are really good. They're very thorough and they're very long. Now, I'm not going to go through all of this now because it takes forever to pull and drag around and click and flick switches and wait for the AI to do its job. So we're just going to do the following. Autocomplete. We're going to go through our pre-flight inspection, turn on the whole shebang. Page complete. We're going to go before starting engine. We got the pre-flight inspection complete. Seatbelts, all that crap. We're going to go through it. Test and set the brakes. And all this basically is doing is it's going through all the procedures that you would go through to start the aircraft. Now, this sim has so many different levels, all right? So you could turn all this off. You can have the AI do this for you. You see what I'm saying? If you start at the ramp, then you can actually have the AI do this for you. The same with the air traffic controllers. You can have the AI handle all the ATC, and you can just fly. You can even have the AI handle flying the plane. So you could literally just sit there and look out the window and watch the world go by. So that's what I like about this, is the learning curve can be as steep or as not steep. What's that word? Shallow?
Loading cargo.
Oh.
Please stand by.
There we go. So that was actually from the add-on and not the sim. You hear them right now? They're loading the cargo. This is not in the base sim. This is the actual add-on working. Oh, this is so cool.
Transporter from dispatch.
Nice, we're clear to taxi. That's a beautiful, don't get any better than that. Alright, so we're not actually going to worry about, well, we could do this, because this is where we go through, we test the rudder and everything in the run-up. Yeah, we're going to have to do this. So, for taxi, well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask ATC to let us go. So we're going to go to, ooh, ATIS. Does this even have useful ATIS? When I'm talking about ATIS, is automatic terminal information systems. All airports, larger airports at least, have that. And what it is, it's a radio frequency that has an automatic readback where it reads back temperature, dew point, clouds, weather, active runways, all the information you would need coming into an airport. Now, the problem with Microsoft Flight 2020 is the ATIS, around here at least, around Bergen in Western Norway, sucks balls, okay? It's no good. Like here you can see I just tuned to the ATIS and it's not doing anything. And I've tried all the tricks in the book and all the support pages to turn on and off all kinds of settings and it has not done it. It's just that there's no ATIS at this specific place. But there is another one later and I'll show you what I mean. So I guess we're flying blind. Let's just hope that the wind... let's just hope that the wind is in our favor. Or, that's us. That's our aircraft speaking. We're cleared as filed. Yes. Okay. Okay, so departure is 118.55 squawk 0101. So I'll tell you all this as soon as I go by here, while I'm reading back that clearance.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha cleared to Flesland Airport as filed.
So what does it say? 0101, right? Yep.
And maintain 6,000 feet.
Let's just finish talking.
Departure on 118.55 squawk 0101.
0101. Thank you very much. That was very good of you, AI. So, oh god.
Contact ground on 121.75.
I will do so in 1 second. Just wait. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is turn on our transponder right here. That's our squawk code. That's our radar contact code. So when we come in, the air traffic controls, the towers and all, will see this number. Oh, it already did it, so that's cool. Let's just make sure that it's on, so it's not on alternate, where it's on. So that now it's active, as far as I know. So now our transponder is on. Departure on 118.55. So we're going to turn to request taxi IFR.
Solar ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha with Yankee ready to taxi IFR.
Wait, are we ready to taxi? Yes, we are pretty much. Can we even...
Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha taxi to and hold short of runway 11 via taxiway. Contact tower on 118.35 when ready.
Copy that. Sounds good. We got taxi clearance. This guy's going to push us back. This gentleman is going to push us back.
Short runway 11 using taxiway Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Cool. Now here's where things get really fun, because I am not familiar with this airport, right? And I actually don't know where runway 11 is. So we're just going to have to try to be clever. I think it's off to our right, as far as I remember. Push me back, bro. Yo, push me back, bro. Why are you not pushing me back? My parking brake is off. He's not pushing me. He's doing something weird. This guy's just inside my plane. What is happening? Okay, this is where the game gets buggy. Yay, the game. The whole thing is buggy. Are you done? Are you done doing what you need to do inside my plane, dude? I believe you, man. Alright, cool. You just do what you need to do. Why are my brakes not turning? Oh, my brakes are off. Alright, so why can I not get a pushback? It's not working. I'm getting pushed back a little bit. Alright, never mind. We'll just put the parking brake on. You just don't... I hope I don't run into that guy when I go get out of him. So I'm going to taxi and hold short runway 11. Alright, let's try to find runway 11. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, runway 11 is... We don't need no stinking ATIS. You're right, Elysium. Who needs ATIS? Cheh. So runway 11, I should be... Ah, wait. This might be runway 11 right here. I'm just looking down at my whatchamacallit, my gyroscopic compass down here, and it's showing me that it looks kind of like 11 is that way. So I guess that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go down this a ways and try to hold short. At least if we can find the runway, we can hold short of it, which is gonna be cool. We need to find. Oh, here. Are we short? This looks like 11. I could defend that this is runway 11. Let's just slam on the brakes real quick here, and hold short. All right. So, tower. Request takeoff. Oh, you know, we forgot something really damn important before we even do anything else. This is actually really important. Let's see. Go to the instruments. We got to set our autopilot so I don't do anything stupid. So, what was the clearance they gave us? 6,000, right? Yes. So we're going to go to 6,000 feet, not negative 6,000. 6,000 feet. 3, 4, 5, 6,000 feet. I'm looking right here on the the Garmin here. So I got to get to 6,000 feet and vertical speed mode. I'm just going to use vertical speed because I was trying to figure out how flight level change worked yesterday, and I could not for the life of me figure it out. So I'm just going to do it the way I know how to do it right now. And I'll let y'all know next time when I figure out what flight level change does, because flight level change to me is better than what I'm actually going to do. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm telling the plane to do what I've programmed it to do, because once you file a flight plan and a flight plan is like when you set up your flight in the menu before you actually enter the game, that is you filing your flight plan. So it's all preloaded into these. Let me turn off my flashlight. So it's all preloaded into these machines before. You see how the lines are here? The flight plan is actually already pre-filed and set up in the autopilot if you choose to use it, which I'm going to do. And that's kind of nice. So you don't have to worry about pressing all these buttons and pulling up all the itty-bitty teeny-weeny buttons here. I think we're good. We got to turn nav mode on. And I don't need altitude. Flight director is on. We're not going to engage the autopilot yet. We have to actually get off the ground first. All right, I think we're good. Many things are good. Let's try to ask if they want to let us go. Take off. Let me go.
Solar Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha ready to go runway 11 IFR to Flesland.
Nice. Gracias, mi amigo. All right.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha hold. Short runway 11. Traffic is generic on short final.
Traffic is generic. So that base. Oh yeah, traffic is generic. Look at that. Wow. Well, okay, lady. I'm really glad you told me to stop. I'm really glad the lady told me to stop. We would have been in deep shit if we had. Just saying. Can we go now? Yeah, which is cool. Does that mean I'm clear? Hey lady, am I clear? I guess so. Nobody's answering me, so I guess there's no planes trying to mess us up. Alright, let's get out of here. Did anyone pick up where the wind was at? Because I cannot see, for the life of me, I cannot see a windsock anywhere nearby, so I have no idea where the wind's at. We're just going to have to feel it out. We're just going to have to feel it out and see what we got. Alright, beautiful squigglies. Clear left, clear right. Let's do this. Let's get up in the air, you beautiful squigglies. Alright, airspeed is alive. Oh, got a little bit of squiggliness going there. Come on, let's bounce. 70 knots and rotate. See what we got. I actually don't.
Fly safe.
Thank you. That was actually the add-on, so that wasn't the sim. That was the add-on. See? So hey, we're up in the air, people. Beautiful. Off we go. Thank you, Sula. I'll see you later. We might as well just start a turn right now. We might as well just initiate a turn, if you will. Flaps are up. No traffic, as far as I can see. Just keep going. Initiate ourselves a little climbing turn. Go all the way around so we clear the airport a little bit. And nice. I'm going to engage the autopilot in 1 second. so that I can get hands off. I just like to get up in the air properly. Is 70 knots a good climb rate for this?
Sierra Alpha contact Roto Center on 118.55.
You see, here's the thing, people. Here's the thing. Did you hear us? They asked us to contact Bodø Center. Now, Bodø is very, very far from Stavanger. It's not even remotely close, actually, to Stavanger, okay? So, I think that they've kind of made like a national ATIS for Norway, like a national center.
Did you hear my last
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right, lady. I'm gonna read you back. Contact center. I got you.
Solar Tower, Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, say again, please.
No, don't say again. Or whatever. Oh, it's a little squiggly up here.
Sierra Alpha contact Roto Center on 118.55.
That lady's gotta think I'm dumb as a rock. Alright, acknowledge. I'm handed off. We're good.
Going
Oof.
to 118.55 Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Alright. So, what's beeping? I don't know what's beeping. Does that mean there's traffic? I don't know. Turn on the autopilot. That'll save us. Did I just turn on? Come on. Did you not? My autopilot's not working. What seems to be the problem, officer? Is there an alert? What's happening? Hello? Nothing? Alright, so can I turn on my autopilot now? Why is my Garmin not working? Guys, I don't have, my Garmin's not working. This is bad. This is pretty bad news. Are we gonna have to hand fly all the way? Hey, here we go again. What do you know? I just submitted a bug report on this, actually. I literally just submitted a bug report on this. Yep, Garmin's unresponsive. Alright, cool. So that means we don't have any autopilot or anything. So let's just hand fly this sucker to Bergen. Alright, we gotta get on course then. This is gonna be a bumpy ride. You beautiful squigglies. Where are we at? 2003. Ooh, I got a contact center. I gotta tell them where I'm at. Too much to think about. Tune in. Let's try to get on course. Contact center. Yeah, the autopilot. I mean, the whole Garmin is just unresponsive.
Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha is at 2,500 feet, climbing 6,000 feet.
I'm not sure I'm gonna climb 6,000 because those clouds look yucky. I'm just saying, you beautiful squigglies.
Sierra Alpha Bodø Center, continue as planned.
Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all for coming back. 2928. Okay. That's cool. So the fortunately, 2928. Let me just do this real quick, and I'll tell you what I'm doing in a minute. There you go. Decimal 28. Is that it? Yes. So I had to change the barometric pressure. Now, that's a whole story on its own, but basically it makes sure that I don't crash into the ground. Wow, it is a little squiggly here. We're gonna end up going straight through these clouds at 80 knots. This is gonna be fun though. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So we're gonna continue as planned on our route, and because what I figured, program the barrel roll, Elysium will. I should program. Might as well, really. At this point, hell, man, might as well just do it. Because I don't know. Looks like we got a tailwind from the south. Yeah, southeast. So we're gonna end up going a little faster than we think we're gonna be going, which is cool. But this is gonna be a little bit of a pain in the ass, really, because we're gonna have to hand fly this sucker. And I guess it's, it's not like we're going far. We just need to get to cruise. Also, I need to lean my mixture here because I'm losing power here. Let me just remember which one is. And if you have any questions, there we go. If you have any questions while I'm doing this, do not hesitate to ask them. I won't necessarily be able to answer you right away, probably, but as soon as I have a second of focus, then I'll be able to answer some questions. So, there we go. We're getting a positive rate again. I have to lean the mixture. The higher we go up in the air, the less air there is. So, you want to lean back that mixture a little bit on your aircraft so that it takes in more air, basically. Let's see. Because we're about to stall here, guys. Whoa, little windy. A little windy. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a little windy. But we're okay. We're okay. We're just gonna end up going straight through this cloud bank. Really, we're gonna end up stalling because of this. Hold on. We're gonna lower our rate here a little bit. We got a severe rate of climb going here. I know, I hear you, lady. I hear you. We're about to stall, people. Hey. Gotta try to get a little bit more control over our lives at this point, people. Because we're over water, so it's not like we have a problem. There you go. Let's just keep a nice easy rate of climb, not so high. Man, I'm not sure if this plane is made for this, but hey, why the hell not? The best part is I was gonna like put on the autopilot, right? And I was going to talk to you guys about all kinds of amazing things. We're gonna actually have to change course now. We're gonna have to change our course a little bit. There we go. Just to try to get, you know, but the autopilot is completely unresponsive. And I hope somebody who knows something about something regarding Microsoft Flight, like, because I submitted a ticket about this, guys. I did. I submitted a ticket. Let's go to outside view real quick. Look, the wind's blowing us over. Gotta try to even out here, people. I submitted a ticket about this precise thing, that the Garmin becomes unresponsive. And I'm not sure if they're going to end up doing anything about it. We'll see. They have to, because it's an integral part of the game, so... The sim, sorry. And I'm completely off course, but I'm trying to go around these clouds instead of through them, because we are really lean here, people. I mean, how lean can we go? Like, I'm just losing... See, there we go, we're stalling. I don't know this plane so well, see. Oh, I can't click anything. Nothing works. What the hell is wrong here? Sim, you gotta do better. Really? Microsoft Flight Sim, you're giving me no option here. I have no control of my plane. That's kind of hard to handle, alright? But we're used to this. Squiggly Army, y'all know we're gonna be good. You're sitting in the back there taking it nice and easy. We'll be fine. We're not worried. If it's one thing we're not, it's worried. Alright, so we are about to stall though, so let me just try to lean this damn plane a little bit. Not that much. That was a little too much. I leaned it a little too much. That would be the power going out. There we go. Yeah, so, you know, it's fun. It's fun. We're having fun, and we're way off course. Guys, you have no idea exactly how far off course we are right now. Severely. Look on the screen on the right. You can see it. You guys can see what I'm seeing. That purple line far to the right of us, that's where we need to be. So, yeah. And right now I'm looking at the glass cockpit because I really can't see much out the wazoo of the aircraft. So we'll see. We'll see. Because I figured as soon as we got into kind of calm air and straight and level flight, and the autopilot was working properly, then I could double and triple the speed of the sim. So the sim can actually get sped up if you, so you don't, you know, end up doing all kinds of flying, just useless flying, I call it. It's not useless, it never is, but like if you get to your cruise altitude in the sim and you basically just have to sit there for 15 minutes, then I speed up the sim. Because the fun part is takeoff and landing. Everybody knows the fun part is takeoff and landing. The most fun part here, though, is definitely going to be flying over all of these waypoints with... oh, crap, let me put on my Hito heat. I can't because I can't click on anything. Oh, this is bad. So, thank you for talking to me. I need to request a decrease of altitude immediately from 6 to 3,000 feet. Because I just realized I cannot... They're talking to somebody else right now.
Foxtrot Lima Sierra KLM 119 retreat.
They're talking about somebody else. Yeah, recruit 3,000 feet. Because my cruising altitude right now is 6,000 feet.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha. Request 3,000 feet.
Yes. Because,
Sierra Alpha descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
oh, thank you. I appreciate y'all for coming out. We're gonna bring that mixture back to. We're gonna bring that mixture back to full, so that the plane doesn't
Descend and
choke on
maintain
itself.
3,000 feet Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
And we're gonna try to get down 3,000 feet because 6,000 feet is no good when I don't have any.
Sierra Alpha climb and maintain 6,000 feet.
Oh, you suck. Oh, you suck. ATC wants me to go back to 6,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 6,000 feet Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Okay then. You see, the thing is, I don't know if you're sure. I'm being very confusing now because I'm trying to fly the plane, hand fly it with no controls. But the situation right now is the sim has somehow, for some reason, frozen, right? Where I have no control over any of the panels, any of the buttons on the actual panel here. So I'm basically just flying with my joystick here and throttle. And there comes the stream goblin to complicate things. So I can't do anything. Like, there's a heat switch right here that turns on the heat that basically, so that my airspeed indicator doesn't freeze, so I know how fast I'm going. And I feel that at 6,000 feet with this cloud coverage, it might freeze. But then ATC was like, hey, fuck you, you can't go to 3,000 feet, you gotta stay at 6,000 feet. So we're having fun, it's a fun time, we're just enjoying ourselves.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, please expedite your climb to 6,000 feet.
Yeah, how he's asking me to expedite my climb. I'm gonna actually die if I do that, so I'm just not gonna listen to you. ATC's like, so go faster to, you need to go get faster to the altitude, which I understand. He needs control of the situation, etc. But the reality here is, first of all, I'm getting blown miles off course. 1, 2, I'm at 6,000 feet is like right in the middle of this damn cloud bank, so I cannot see anything. 3, I have no control over any aspects of my plane except for the literal controls of the plane. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm really glad that it actually happened live on stream. That makes me very happy, because that means if anybody is watching, like from, I don't know if there's like a dev, you know what I mean, having lunch at Microsoft right now or at Asobo, and they're like, wait, that is appalling. Then I would just want you to know that this has happened to me, specifically with glass cockpits. This has happened to me more than once. Whoa, alrighty then. It's a little windy and yucky up here. I really hope we break through a cloud bank. And I hope it's not super freezing cold. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We can get there. Squiggly Army, y'all believe. I believe in you, Squiggly Army. And here comes the damn stream goblin. I'm gonna have to shoot him. The stream goblin just almost knocked over the camera. Hold on. He's trying to eat my cables. Are we stalling? Are we stalling right now? Nah, we're okay. We're alright. 80 knots, we're good. Ooh, you know what would be the best thing in the world? Would be if autopilot is actually engaged and I can't feel it, and we're just stuck at 6,000 feet because I can't turn the autopilot off. That would be cool. See, I can't see where the mixture is. What's really strange though is that my physical gauges are still working, so these seem to be working still. Yeah. So how is that? All the, gauges are working. Oh dear, we're too high. Oh dear. Pull back the throttle. trim us down a little bit. This is going to be great. Elysium, I hope you're still here, and I hope you're not hurling all over the back of the aircraft here. But you know, just an extra level of fun. Because right now we will not be able to see anything outside. Nope. And it looks like we're starting to ice up a little bit, so that's cool. No, we can't be icing up. It's 6 degrees outside. You know how I know it's 6 degrees outside? Because I'm looking right here. Outside air temperature right there. And none of the buttons are still working. Beautiful. Alright. Well, you know, it's going to be interesting. Because, and another reason, guys, is another reason why... Oops, we're too low. Another reason why I'm not restarting is that the add-on... Remember, guys, if I'm...
Alpha, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude.
I know, sir. Thank you.
6,000 feet altimeter, 29.25.
Yep, 2925.
Climb and maintain
So thank you.
6,000 feet Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
And now what he's saying about altimeter is, and I just adjusted it. Fortunately, guys, because the only way to adjust the altimeter right now would be on this knob right here, which is not responsive. But fortunately, I have an app on my iPad that is showing some of the basic instruments in this plane, and I can actually use those instruments to adjust different things like the barometric pressure. So we should be doing all right. Sitting back, goats, illegal firearms, praying for safe landing. This is perfect. Elysium, you're in the right spot. I'm having serious Con Air vibes right now, and I'm feeling good about it. Elysium, I feel you back there. That's good. You see, now I can fly anywhere in the world. We're good. We are golden. We're fucking golden, mate. Alright, hold on. Are we at 6,000 feet? Yes, we are. So we need to actually pitch down. And no, we're gonna actually hold full throttle. We're just gonna pitch down a little bit, change our attitude to reflect where we're at. Maybe, ooh, a little bit of clear skies. That's kind of nice. This is like literally the first time I've taken my hand off the stick since we took off because of stress. Come on, trim that nose, baby. Ooh, never mind. Oh, wind. Here we go. Never mind. We're gonna be fine. We're fucking golden, people. It's gonna be easy. Alright? Who said thank you? Oh, Timothy. I see Timothy Gold. Timothy Gold. Is that what it says? We got a new sub. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much. Let's see what we got. Oh dear. Now we're gonna be okay. This part's gonna be easy. There he is. Timothy Gold. Welcome to the Squiggly Army. Thank you for your sub, my friend. Welcome. Oh dear, but we're fine. We're at 6,000 feet. It's not that windy. We're gonna fly head first into those clouds because we have an IFR flight plan. So we just kind of gotta follow it. We'll be fine. Nobody's worried. Who's worried? You know what? In the Squiggly Army, we're many things, but one thing we're not is worried, alright? At least we're flying a little faster now. We'll be alright. I was hoping maybe I could, you know, take my hand off the stick for 1 second, but not so much. Not so much. Oh, goodness gracious. Dear sweet baby Jesus. Alright. 5980. At least we can see a little bit. See, this is what Western Norway looks like, people. It's actually quite beautiful. When you're not, you know, trying to make sure an aircraft doesn't, you know, go head first into the ground. Face first, if you will, into the ground. We're gonna be fine. This is gonna be easy. Who the hell needs autopilot? Who the hell needs, you know, the ability to control their aircraft? You know what I'm saying? Who needs it? I certainly don't need it. You know, the ability to control. I really wish I could fly underneath this thing, but I can't. I'm just gonna fly straight through it and hope for the best. It's not like we're in like a little itty bitty Cessna 172. If you were wondering, yes, we are in an itty bitty 172. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, it's windy in here. It sucks being in here. All right. I should actually have an extra. Jesus, take the wheel. I tell you what, Elysium, I hear you in the back there in the aft area of the aircraft hollering. But don't worry, we got this. This part's gonna be easy, alright? We are so off course right now. Alright. But we got wind coming up our wazoo, you see, this is the problem. We got wind blowing us off to the west. It's okay, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Just follow that flight plan. Let's just pretend that everything's okay. Ooh, I also remember this is a sensitive cargo mission, people, so actually we are 120 feet above our assigned flight path here. We gotta kinda get it together here, so we don't get yelled at by ATC again. What I'm trying to say here, people, is we have to touch down very, very smooth. So you might see a very interesting landing by OriginalYank here when we get to Bergen. How far out are we? Seriously, I'm speeding up the sim. Here we go. Whoa, it's really hard to control. Is this a normal speed? No. That's another thing that sucks about this. Is there's no indication when you speed up. I'm pressing an actual a key binding that I have bound to speed up and slow down the rate of the sim so that things go faster in flight. But you can't actually see, except for counting the seconds. So if you count in the bottom right corner of the Garmin, fortunately that still works. You can actually see how fast the seconds are going by, and the only way to know how fast of a rate you're going through the sim at is by looking at those how fast those seconds go by. So let me just get on a somewhat useful course again, and we're gonna speed up the sim so we can get through this a little quicker. Okay, whoa, 100 feet above our target altitude, so we're gonna have to get back involved here. There's an airstrip down there. I think that's Stord down there on our east of us right there. At our 11 o'clock it would be from here. No, I'm sorry, 1 o'clock. See, I should not be flying a plane. Oh, you know. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be fine. Alright, we're speeding up the sim now. The air is a little calm right now. There we go. See how much faster we fly when we speed up the sim? Whoa! But it's really hard to maintain here. Alright. How far are we out? 45 nautical miles. We gotta speed up even more. There's no way I'm gonna stick with this for this long. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Speeding up. Off we go. Because we need to get through this mission so that we can reset, so that we can actually hopefully get a functioning
Sierra Alpha, you are 37 miles south. Descend and
3
maintain 6,100 feet. Keep speed below 220 knots. Expect ILS Whiskey runway 17 approach via Nipam transition. Clear to Nipam.
Clear to Nipam. So descend and maintain 6-1. What's the... Oh, I think we forgot some altimeter news here, people, because I'm way... don't worry about it. He's basically telling me how to get there, alright? He's saying you're clear.
6,100 feet, keep speed below 220 knots, expect
Yes, that's going to be easy.
runway 17 approach via Nipan transition, clear to Nipan Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Alright, cool. So we're cleared to a specific waypoint, and then as soon as we get there, they're probably going to check in again and, you know, help us to get further. Because, you know, everybody, if there's one thing we know, somebody has to help us at this point. You know, I don't even remember the touchdown speed for this aircraft, because I am just gunning to get my clearance for the Grand Caravan, people. So I just kind of hopped in this plane, and I'm like, I'm gonna just fly it around until they give me enough money to get in the Grand Caravan. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the NeoFly add-on, which turns this simulator into basically a game. And I warmly recommend it. Of course, the only problem is I have yet to find any debug kind of thing. What is my language? My language is, I'm bilingual, Timothy. So I speak American English and Norwegian. So that's what I would be speaking if I were on the ground below where I'm flying right now. Where in the world are you located? And I'm gonna be bold and say sir, since Timothy. Where in the world are you located, Timothy? Let's see. Maybe we could fly to your place someday. In the old sim. This is my first live stream of this. Hopefully not the last. We'll see how we land. I mean, this is rule number 1, and I do adhere strongly to this. Any landing you can walk away from is a good landing, alright? That is the motto of the Squiggly Army. Alright, it seems like the air is clearing up a little bit here, and we're kind of, sort of, hands off a little bit. We only have a little bit of torque to contend with. I can contend with a little bit of torque, alright? So, that's nice, which means we can kind of look around a little bit. See, this is what I like about the sim. It just looks so nice. And this actually is how it looks. Like Western Norway, this is what it looks like. It's all islands and fjords and mountains over off in the distance. So this is definitely, I just love the way this sim looks. It looks so nice. And here we go, torquing away. Stop torquing. And I'm not saying twerking, but it might as well be twerking. I mean, the plane is kind of twerking. We need to get back on course. Ooh, there was a localizer. We just got... Did the aircraft just kick into some sort of approach mode? Please don't, because I cannot control the... Nah. Nope, there's a localizer right there. Okay, cool. So, right here, it just picked up the frequency of a localizer in Bergen. Alright, Florida. Nice. There's a lot of nice places to fly in Florida. I actually have a friend who has his PPL, so his private pilot license, and he got it in Florida. And I see pictures on Facebook of like his check flights and stuff. Man, there's a lot of nice stuff to see flying around in Florida. Gonna need a butter landing so you don't break the fragile bottles that you heard them loading before takeoff. Elysium, you play the long game, my friend. You remember what was going down and what is currently going down. And I appreciate it. I've just got to tell you, I appreciate it. Whoa. A little bit of beer always helps. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to stay on an ILS course. And they haven't, the ATC has not yelled at me lately for being 100 feet low, so I guess they just know that I'm in trouble. Just naturally, the game, the sim just knows that I'm in trouble, I guess. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Okay, get back on course here, youngster. Get back on course. And it's really hard to kind of set your attitude properly because you're always changing your camera angle. What I mean by attitude is how far above the horizon I am. Oh, that's Bergen right there. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken. Let's try to pitch, you know, kind of trim up a little bit so that we are in a good place. There we go. Just stay for a minute. Can I use this? Nope. That does not have any. Is that Flesland right there? It might be. We're 20-something miles out. No, wait. No, we're south. We're still south of it. See, I can't zoom out the map either, so I can't really see where we're at. But that does look suspiciously like Flesland, so we might be there. Either it's this one or it's the one above it. That might be either it's Stord, that one, or it's Flesland. It's one of the two. But don't worry, I mean, Elysium, it's one thing we're not in the Squiggly Army is worried. So we're going to be just fine. We're going to land like you ain't never seen, alright?
Golf Sierra Alpha, contact approach on 121.0.
Contact approach, copy. 1210 Cessna. Golf Sierra Alpha.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Alright. Tune to approach. Yeah, that was definitely Flesland. Bergen Tower, this is Cessna Golf Sierra 125, requesting permission to buzz the tower over. That's exactly what we're doing. We're contacting approach.
Approach Cessna Alpha Sierra.
Requesting high-speed flyby.
6,100 feet.
And torque.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha approach continue to NEPA as planned. Altimeter 29.35.
Altimeter 2935. Copy that. 2935. So let's turn up the altimeter a little bit. Now you're gonna see, as I screw around with the altimeter, the flight level we're at per se changes. Did y'all see that? And that's the point. There's air pressure. There's something called pressure altitude. There's true altitude and there's pressure altitude, all right? Now the pressure altitude is our altitude kind of accounted for the outside air pressure, because the altimeter is a pressure gauge. So the altimeter, I mean, is the instrument that tells you how high up in the air you are, basically. No, I don't want to cancel no IFR, bro. So, okay, we're there. So basically the altimeter tells you how high up in the air you are, and it's a pressure gauge. So the higher up you are, you know, the lower pressure air is, right? So the altimeter can kind of differentiate. But weather changes that, and you may have heard the expression, like during, you know, a weather forecast, like a high pressure system or a low pressure, you know, like it makes good weather or bad weather. Because as weather changes, air pressure changes, and there are small variations in that. So that's what when the tower says, or approach says, set your altimeter to, you know, 29.35, then you change the reading basically of the barometric pressure so that it gives you the correct elevation data, is what I'm trying to say. So that, you know, especially if you're doing ILS or instrument, you know, approaches, you don't, you know, either fly miles over the runway instead of...
Golf Sierra Alpha, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude.
Oh yeah, I am.
6,100 feet, altimeter 29.34.
Oh damn. Yeah, you got the passive aggressiveness down in that ATC for sure. Oh, 2934.
Maintain 6,100 feet, Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Climb and maintain 6,100. Alright, let's go. It's basically calibrating, it's exactly what it is. It's calibrating the altimeter so that it's accurate, so that you don't slam into the ground or fly miles over, or not miles, but hundreds of feet over the airport. And like I said, it's especially important for ILS conditions where you can't actually see the runway. VFR, yes, that too, because really it's all kind of connected. So what I would have done in a normal real world scenario, and like even if I was on my own and was just geeking out real hard, I would find the SID and STAR like maps of the airports, and those are basically approach and departure maps of the airports, and you'll be able to see the runway's elevation above the sea, and I would note that down so that I'd know that regardless of pressure altitude, when I'm at that specific altitude, then I will be wheels down on the runway. Oh my goodness gracious. We're on course now, right? There's nothing for us to reply to ATC. No, we're good. We're doing great. Everybody's fine back there, Elysium. Nobody's puked or nothing yet. I'm feeling good. Yeah, now y'all looking good back there, Squiggly Army. You're looking real nice. Bergen's a beautiful city. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start heading into approach. We're north of the airfield right now, this trip. We're gonna probably make a big wide western arc down into the localizer and into the actual airport. And what would be normal if I actually had control of my autopilot, my damn Garmin, what would be proper and normal is the plane would pretty much basically fly itself almost all the way down to the runway. And then I'd take over at the very end. But right now, we're just going to have to do it old school. And we're going to have to descend a little bit because we're a little high. We're going to pull back the power a little bit, bring the nose down a little bit. Okay, out on the wing for a smoke break. Just make sure that everybody knows so that there's no crazy dunce in the back there saying, there's something on the wing. Someone. Here we go. Alright, so if you're from... This is fun, because now I'm actually starting to recognize things. I grew up on these islands out here. We're flying above the islands upon which OriginalYank spent his teen years. Very comfortable, very nice. Now, 6,000 feet was not a clever idea, flight plan wise, guys, because we're like right below the clouds. And I want to try to get into some sort of straight and level so that I can show you the outside. There we go. Do I have an attitude indicator right there? Okay, cool. So yeah, here we go. Welcome to, Western Norway, people. And this is west, like out in the toward the ocean, you know what I'm saying? So this way is basically nothing but the Orkneys and Greenland and all that beautiful shit for miles and miles and miles out. And there's the airfield back there. I don't know if you can see it blinking way back there. That's the airport. So we're gonna probably be going in for a turn very soon, and the Torque is torquing us off course as usual. Guys, we're gonna be fine. This part is gonna be easy. We really need to get back on course though. There we go. Because if not, ATC will indeed yell at us. Now I did also, guys, this is a but we're pretty much straight in levels now. So what we can do is speed up the sim a little bit. There we go. I'm actually pretty much hands off, which is nice. So that we don't have to manually... Let me set up my heading bug just to make sure that I'm straight. My heading bug, I mean, is I go onto my gyroscopic compass, which is basically just a compass. And there's a little bug on there that I can rotate to help me see that I'm on course. Now, if I had autopilot, that bug would actually... that bug would actually tell me, you know, it would turn the plane. Physically. Come on, Torque. Untorque. There we go. Now I just turned up the rate of the sim. Just so that we can move a little faster through this. So we can get to where we need to be. There we go. That's the turn I'm looking for. How we doing? Speed-wise. It's hard to see. Alright, here we go. So I'm basically just following the arc that's on that lower right screen there. And this is actually not so bad. It's okay. Hand flying's okay. The wind is not bad at all now. It says it's 25 knots. At 25 knots, you know, out of our starboard wing. But it's not bad at all. There we go. This is definitely the Western Norway I'm used to. Low cloud coverage, nice and heavy. That's the kind of Western Norway I'm used to seeing. How are we doing for slip? Slipping a little bit, but we're okay. Just gotta make sure we don't go... I'm almost like overshooting the curve here. Now, if I had autopilot that actually worked right now, then I would be... The autopilot would be controlling all of this. I wouldn't be doing any of this. The plane would be doing it on its own. Now, that's pretty good, though. It's calm enough for me to be hands-off pretty much. Which is nice, I guess. But it's all good. And if you want to see, I think at some point, I think in the Discord I'll do it. I'll take a picture of the setup and how I have the app set up on my iPad so you can see what I'm seeing. Because even though I can't touch the glass cockpit in the sim right now because there's some sort of damn bug that has destroyed my... Oh, wait! Oh, it's back? Oh, do we have control of the situation? Autopilot should be engaged. Approach mode. Oh baby, autopilot just worked. It just randomly started working again. You know what? It don't get no better than that. That's a beautiful thing. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna change though to this. Yeah, there you go. So it's following the locator there. But not following the locator, it's following the... Whatchamacallit thing. Ooh, do I have... No, I do not have... Okay, this is... Wait. Altitude needs to be increased to what was it, 6,100, right? Yes, but it's keeping the plane pretty much level as is, so I don't think I'm going to mess around with it at all. I'm just going to tell the plane that's where I want it to be, and then we should be good. So now, finally, we have autopilot, so I can do this, and I can show you around. This was my whole goal, you know what I mean? I'm not going to lie, it was fun hand flying the damn thing. But I'm pretty glad that autopilot is back. So yeah, man, welcome to Western Norway. So there's the strip right down there. That's the airfield. Right there. Our prayers have been answered, Elysium. You went out and you did some kind of strange sacrifice out there. I don't know what happened while you were doing that smoke break, but you did something and it worked, alright? And I can get behind that. I'm going to respect that. I'm not going to ask. Ooh.
Maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed below 200 knots.
3,000 feet. Beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn whoop, down to 3,000 feet. 3,000 feet. We're going to go into vertical speed mode, which is there, and we're going to decrease vertical speed by 800. Yes, I copy. Sorry, my friend. I just got my autopilot back, man.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed below 200 knots. Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
You kicked the antenna. That's what it is. I see what you did, Elysium. Thank you. You kicked the antenna. You saved the day. You basically saved our life, man. Elysium is like the hero of the day. Went outside, kicked the antenna, got us back on course. See, the plane's just flying itself. Now, I'm going to be honest. Since this is a sensitive cargo mission, I'm really glad that we got that together. Where are we localizer-wise? Is this thing back? Oh. It looks like we got the other screen back too. The MFD. Yes, we can zoom this sucker out. Okay, good. See? Nice. Alright, so we're basically coming in over Oskay. It's called Oskay. The island that we're flying over right now is called Oskay. And we're going to end up turning into there. We're going to intercept the localizer somewhere here. And it's going to help us go all the way down on the runway. Now, yes, okay, funny, haha, using a localizer in a 172, itty-bitty plane, single prop. But guys, we can make 12 grand off of this, all right? If we do this right and land properly, I'm just saying, we can make 12 grand. And that is one step closer to me being able to fly my dear Cessna Grand Caravan. Just saying. So yes, I'm going to use all the tools available to me to make as much money as humanly possible on NeoFly. Alright? So that I can basically get it together. How are we doing? I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here. Were we supposed to descend to 3,000? I think we should expedite our... Yeah, we need to expedite our descent here. Because that's... If not, then ATC is going to say it. They're going to say... Expedite your descent. Decrease the vertical speed, right? Beautiful. We can contact tower when we're inbound. We're not going to contact them quite yet. We're going to contact them as soon as we intercept the old localizer. So you're going to see this sucker is going to turn green and it's just going to get all crazy. This thing's going to light up like a Christmas tree and then you're going to get a glide slope and it's going to be great. So as soon as that happens, we're going to contact tower. We are going to come down to the runway and we're just going to smooch it. Let me give you all a fun fact. Let's see. There we go. Let's bring a fun fact to the table. Right in there. Lived right in there, people. I lived right in there. Also, I've lived here. I had a house right here at some point. This looks like, if I'm not mistaken, Åsebø. Let's take a look. Yep, middle of Oskay. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, there you got an old spot. This is Oskay right here. Beautiful island. That's Bergen. Welcome to the city of Bergen. It's right in here. And we should be intercepting the localizer at any minute. Oh, we're at 3,000 feet, so we got to bring the throttle. There we go. So guys, look, see, we're on we're on the glide slope right now, and it's. Yeah, but wait. I have to contact tower. No, don't take off yet. Let me land first. I gotta wait for these people to finish talking. Hey, I'm inbound. Let me down.
Land Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 10 miles north inbound ILS Whiskey runway 17 approach.
Yes, we're at 100 knots, so I'm wondering. 2 miles. Yep, I just added a little. 2933 wind. What did she even say? Wind 081 at 6. So we have 6 knots of wind coming off of. Now what I do here is let me give you a secret little tip here. Wind was at 081. So I'm going to go ahead. What's happening? 081. So it's about almost at 90 degrees. Oh, that sucks. Acknowledge pattern entry instructions.
Cleared ILS Whiskey runway 17 approach Sesame Golf Sierra Alpha.
So guys, that means we actually have crosswind. People, let me just repeat, we have crosswind. 6 knots of crosswind. It's not too bad. That's not too bad. But it's gonna be a crosswind landing. And 6 knots is okay. Alright, alright. Well, hey, challenge accepted. We got a touchdown really smooth. I'm gonna have some beer for this. That was the wrong beer. This is the right one. Alright, now we're gonna... You just noticed that Yankster is about to attempt a crosswind landing. After drinking from the wrong beer. I need the right beer. Now, it's really hard for me to show you because we're not in the plane to point. But basically, where are we at? 100 knots. We're a little high, 2,000 feet. How's that glide slope feeling? We're on the glide slope. I trust you, glide slope. But the nose of the plane is not pointed straight down the runway. I'm not sure if you can tell from where you're sitting. But where I'm sitting, of course, I can tell. So, like, the runway is kind of off to my right a little bit. And you'll probably see the same pretty much as I do. But it's a little bit off to my right because we're coming in, we have wind coming in from the port side of the plane, so the left side of the plane. So the wind is blowing us that way while we're trying to work our way in this way. Alright, so this is one thing I've learned through flight simming, is if you've ever driven a boat, piloted a boat, like even with a motor, not even sailed a boat. Sailing a boat is even more relevant, but like flying a plane is a lot more like piloting a boat than it is driving a car. You gotta just follow this, you're basically just slip. That was our landing clearance. This wind's the same, thank you very much.
Clear to land
And that's what,
17 Sesame Golf Sierra Alpha.
just, we're clear to land. Yes, that was me reading back what she said. So that's what I really like about aviation in general, and flight simming, you know, being the closest I can really get to aviation because of time constraints and money. I just dropped another level of flaps, and we just got to be a little careful to make sure we maintain that 100 knot. Because I don't know I don't really know the touchdown speed of this sucker. I had to try to bleed off a little bit of speed. Can we get our nose up a little bit? Let me just take down the throttle a little wee bit. Maybe get us down to 90 knots would be nice. Yeah, we're down to 90. We should be okay. Now I'm basically controlling... The plane is flying the pitch and everything down to the runway on its own. I'm basically controlling the throttle right now to work on the attitude and the speed of the aircraft. And flying a plane is more like sailing a boat or piloting a boat than it is driving a car. I've learned this because as soon as I kind of figured that out, I spent obviously growing up on the island we're literally flying over right now. Growing up on an island, I spent a lot of time in boats, and as soon as I thought, oh, that's how it works. Flying is more like that than driving a car. Then things make much more sense. Crosswind landings aren't so bad. Well, they I don't like them particularly, like especially not now that I have all this cargo. But as soon as in my brain that clicked that it's more like sailing a boat than it is driving a car, everything was way easier. But it seems the wind isn't so bad. It's just 6 knots, so we should be all right. Now we're at 90 knots, right? 85, okay. We'll be all right. This part's gonna be easy. Hopefully we still have control of the autopilot so I can turn it off in time. Oh shit, I forgot to put the disengage in. There's an automatic disengage of the autopilot, and you can program it in the autopilot, but I guess I'll just click the button and take over. And we're at about 500 feet. Alright, come on, down to 500. Okay, guys, just, you know, crack the knuckles and pop the crystals. We're putting this baby down in the bucket. Alright, people. You'll be... Here we go. Disengage. Autopilot. We're gonna hand fly this baby the rest of the way in. We're gonna have a kisser smooth landing. You ready? It's gonna be great. Watch.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, go around.
No. Nope. I will not. I get... Did she just say go around? Because I couldn't hear what she said. Sorry, lady. I missed you. I missed what you said. I have really precious cargo. Bleed off some speed. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Smooth.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, acknowledge last transmission.
No, I will not acknowledge the last transmission. I have really sensitive cargo here.
Transporter from dispatch. Go to the parking so we can check the cargo
Down we go.
status.
I could not go around, lady. Okay, so ATC actually just asked me to go around and I ignored it just because I'm in a flight sim. Oh. Acknowledge. I won't acknowledge my go around. I can't. It was an emergency.
Alpha, did you hear my last
She's really mad at me. The lady's really mad at me right now. I understand you're mad at me, but I have really sensitive cargo in my plane, so I just couldn't do this.
Going around
Alright.
Sesame Golf Sierra Alpha.
And I told her I'm going around. I'm lying. Alright, I need to... We need to get out of here.
Sierra Alpha, contact approach on ONE21.0.
I love how... we need to tune to ground, people. Request taxi to gate. Down we go. Welcome to Bergen Airport. Thank you, Elysium, for
Flesland
taking care of that for
Cessna
me.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, request taxi to the gate.
So where do I need to go? I don't have the star for this airport.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha taxi to gate 57 using taxiway Alpha Bravo.
Taxiway Alpha Bravo. Copy. I have no idea where I'm going, but I know I'm on Taxiway Alpha Bravo because this is my home airport.
Taxiing to gate 57 using taxiway Alpha Bravo.
And I know that the
Golf
gates are up this
Sierra
way.
Alpha.
So let's just head that way. And let me tell you all something. So what's going to happen is as soon as we stop the aircraft and put on the brakes, that's when they're going to unload the cargo and we're going to find out if the mission was a success. So I'm going to make sure I'm not even going to worry about going to the gate. Ooh, crap. Ooh, shit. Man, that's a bumpy ride here in Bergen Airport. Oof. Goodness gracious. So the cargo survived the flight, but it's not going to survive the taxi. There we go. Okay, let's get to any gate, really. Just find a gate with a person. Looks like there's some people over there. Let's go stand over by those guys. That should be... Oh, there's a guy right there. They might ask me to pull over now because there's cross traffic. Nah. I'll just pull over here. Hey, buddy. Are you gonna stop me? Are you gonna do it? Am I at the right spot? Nah. Because what they actually do that, you know, like on this sim, if you're in the right gate, I'm in the wrong spot, obviously. But the people will actually animate the, you know, the sticks where they like, you know, walk up to you and use the sticks and wave them. All right.
Transporter
Parking brake
from dispatch.
engaged.
Okay,
Let's
nice
see.
job. Someone is coming to take the cargo. I'll call you when
Someone
it's
is
done.
coming to take the cargo. They're unloading the cargo, people. Neo, let's see. Neo Fly is unloading the cargo, baby. Flaps up. That was a lot of bottles, Elysium. That was a lot of bottles.
Transporter from dispatch. The cargo was picked up by the customer. Your mission is completed.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about, you beautiful squigglies. So what do we get? Bonus comfort. Somehow, that was a comfortable flight. Neofly actually thought that was a comfortable flight. Bonus landing. So we got a good landing too. Salute, Squiggly Army. I'm having a beer. Any landing you can walk away from, people, is a good landing. I tell you what. All right, baby. We did it. We did it. We did it. That's beautiful. Wait, let's do the shutdown checklist so that we can let's do this right. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. So let's just skip the run up, take off normal. Didn't worry about no cruise, no descent before landing, normal landing, taxi, parking, and there we go. Auto complete this page, bruh. Turn off the plane. Secure it. And go back to the breakaway. I don't know what to tell you, you beautiful squigglies. I just got upgraded, alright? First of all, we made... Let me just check this. I made 11 grand. So now we have 28 grand. Okay? That's one thing. That means 28 grand. Oh, look. You see up in the corner there? The Stream Goblin been here. Look. Up there. The Stream Goblin came and moved my blue screen. See, this is why this studio is not gonna. I promise I'm gonna set this studio up better as time goes by. We have $28,000, $2,000 more dollars. We can get that Grand Caravan going. And Elysium, all right, Elysium, you can actually sit comfortably. You don't have to lay in the cargo hold prone. All right, freezing your cojones off. I have a, it's a different level of comfort as soon as they let me upgrade to that Grand Caravan, baby. Alex, welcome to Bergen. I'm gonna read both of these. Hold on, because we have that was Alex, by the way. I'm sorry, Elysium. I thought it was. I see there was an A and an A, so I'm sorry. It was not Elysium. It was Alex who gave us the welcome. So let me read that out real quick. Welcome to Bergen Airport, Flesland. We've hoped you had a pleasant flight. Thank you for flying with us tonight. We welcome you back aboard Yankster Air. No bottles were broken in the creation of this stream. So, got promoted to first officer. Only $2 grand, like Elysium said, only $2 grand away from flying that beautiful, glorious Grand Caravan on bigger, more serious missions. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me in Microsoft Flight 2020. It was a fun night, and if you liked the stream, then hit the like button because it's important. And I found out why it's important. Not quite, but a little bit. It has something to do with the YouTube algorithms, all right? The algorithms, those evil algorithms. So if you like the stream, hit the like button, and the algorithms will do something sneaky and magic, okay? And if you're watching this on demand, definitely, hit the big fat red pulsing subscribe button so you know every single time Original Yank goes live. I'll see you later. Take it nice and easy. Now, I can't promise you I'll be back online later in the week because, like I said, there's still a mini Yankster, a very mini Yankster in the house. I'm leveling up 2 characters in the life game instead of 1, so it takes a minute. I'm kind of inconsistent with the streams, but I appreciate every second of you watching. And I promise I will be back as soon as I can. I hope you have a beautiful week, nice and squiggly. I hope I see you sooner rather than later. This is, in fact, Original Yank signing off. See you later. Stay squiggly. Adios.
That's what I'm talking about.